Hey guys, it's Lynn. I'm back with another video for you guys. I'm a little embarrassed because it took me over 2 months to actually get it done and filmed and shown to you guys. But it is what it is. It just took me a while. I had sitting in my garage for a little bit. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will go ahead and link the video above. I found this piece by the side of the road and I just thought it looked like it has potential. So I hope that you guys stick around. If you are new, I'd love if you hit the subscribe button and join our channel. I want to show you guys the whole process of what it took to put the whole thing together as it is now. My husband gets a lot of the credit for the building part of it. I had most of the ideas and everything, but I'm really grateful that he is willing to help me with my little projects that I have. He pretty much thought I was crazy, but he went along with it and I'm happy with the result. I think he is too. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys. The bottom of this cabinet was rotten. Like, I think it had gotten wet at some point. So you can see there's mold, and we knew we'd need to cut off the sides at least because of how it looked. So for a while I wasn't sure, did I want to cut the top off and not have the shelves? Did I want to put legs on it then? Did I want to just cut off the bottom and try to work with it? I don't know. It just took me a while to figure out what exactly I wanted to do with it. And, you know, busy life, so you can't continually be working on stuff. But in the end, we cut off the bottom and kind of went from there. What's it happening?
Can't do that.
So I'm gonna try and spray some hydrogen peroxide and vinegar to the black mold stuff just to see if I can kind of kill it. I've been sanding some of it. I have most of it off, like there's not a lot left, but I'm just gonna do it to be safe. So then it sat in our garage for a little while. I was still debating what I wanted to do. So there's a thin layer of wood on the outside, like the whole thing isn't completely solid wood. There are places like the drawers and stuff are well made, but I decided to try and sand it down once. At this point I wasn't really sure, did I want to leave it stained? Did I want to restain it? Did I want to paint it? A lot of you guys had chimed in and told me your ideas. In the end I just had to kind of figure out what I wanted to do with it. So this was the first step. I just decided to see if I could sand it down and kind of go from there. So this is the sander I use. It's a Makita. It's a really powerful hand sander actually, and we got it recently, so this has been a really good investment. I'm gonna go ahead and link it. So after staring at it for a little bit and thinking about what I wanted to do, I ultimately decided that I should paint the sides and the drawer faces, or like the trim parts, not the actual drawers, because I didn't want to mess with that. I knew it would be a lot harder to paint those, and I wanted to leave some wood on it and kind of make it more into a mid-century modern style piece, but it does have the campaign style frame to it, so it's not completely like that. I hope it gets darker because sample looks a lot darker than it is on here. Generally paint darkens, so I'm hoping. Still not really sure what I want to do, so I'm just kind of going for it. right, we're finally getting back to working on this dresser. I had painted it that navy blue color, and I may leave it, but I think I'm actually gonna paint it like an olive green, because I have been going back and forth as to where I want to put it. I think I am gonna put it downstairs in our media room. We have to build up the bottom a little bit because of the drawer. Like, we had cut off the bottom piece, you know, so now the drawer is almost sitting flush on the ground. So we're gonna try and build it up a little bit with like a 2x6, and then we'll wrap this piece like this, and then wrap it around this bottom and the other side to kind of try and maybe mimic how the top looks.
Fill that in.
So after we got the base put on and it wrapped, I thought it looked pretty good. We filled the little holes, and yeah, I decided to paint it the olive green that I was talking about. I will try and put that down in the description box because I don't remember the color of it, but I got it at Home Depot. I like it. It's actually similar to what my boys' room would have looked like in Ohio, I feel like. But I like the green, and my mother-in-law also commented, she was like, oh, she really likes that. And so I'm glad I went with this. Our back room here is only partially done, to be honest. We would like to put built-in bookcase shelves along the black wall there because I would need it for more office space at some point, but we're not going to get to it right away. So this definitely adds some much needed storage, and it adds some height as well. I love the wood and the painted look together. Let me know what you guys think. I know there's a lot of different things I probably could have done with it, and you all had a lot of suggestions, and I thank you all for chiming in on that. But in the end, you got to do what works for your space. So looking at the top here, I knew I needed to do something with the back of the bookcase because it had like that paneling on it, and that to me made it look cheap. I just didn't really like how it looked, and I thought I was going to be able to find some either wallpaper or some wrapping paper or something to line it with, but I haven't been able to find anything. So I went ahead and got the cracked pepper paint that I used on the wall, although I don't think it's quite mixed right because it seems lighter than my actual wall. But anyway, it looks better, I think. If I find something in the future, I may do that, but I like how the bottom looks. I don't think you would really know that it wasn't supposed to look like that. So the gold hardware I tried to shine up. It took me a while. I tried different products and I still couldn't completely get it clean, but it looks okay. Alright, starting with the organization part, this is a little file folder I picked up. So I am able to store like the files and everything, or like mail stuff that comes in, and just be able to put it away for the time being. And then I just put a couple of other books there and a little globe and also a little plant. I'm not sure what it's called. I do need to find a different pot to put it in because I don't really like the brown there, but I wanted to get the video out for you guys. And then here I picked up this terrarium at Home Goods the other day, and those are not real succulents, but I added a picture in the back there just of our little family. And then I have this copper box here. I guess you'd call it copper. It was a couple dollars at TJ Maxx, and I've been using it on my desk, but I'm putting it here for now just to have extra storage. I like to be able to have things functional as well as pretty. the pull-out, I have some things stored for my YouTube stuff. I have like my microphone and a couple of other things that I need for that. I really don't have a lot of gear, but I have this Pampered Chef Lazy Susan, I guess you'd call it. I had used it in my kitchen originally, but I wasn't using it anymore, so I decided to put pens and markers and stuff in there. And this space will be determined yet. I'm sure it might change. But the first drawer is my junk drawer, you guys. I used to have it in a little drawer in the kitchen. I'm glad I could empty it. I have a lot more room, but I have some clear containers from Dollar Tree in there. And I just have a couple of tool items and like stapler, just office supplies in general. And then I have our mailing stuff, checkbook, just things like that. Basically, just a lot of miscellaneous. I have some cards in there, stamps, a little tray to kind of corral it. And then I put some wrapping paper on the bottom. I actually had planned to use it on the back of the shelves, but it was extremely glossy and it wasn't working. So I decided to put it in the drawers to kind of spice it up a little bit. The second drawer, I should say, is kind of the boys' preschool type of stuff. We are not going to be homeschooling them, but I am trying to teach them some things, preschool wise, since they're not going to school this year. So this is the drawer kind of for that, and some coloring items. And then the bottom drawer is just coloring stuff as well. I just decided to put it into two for now. So they have regular coloring books and notebooks and just games and stuff. I'm sure this will change. I hope you all enjoyed seeing my first Trash to Treasure video. If you like these kind of videos, give me a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the process. I hope you enjoyed seeing it. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you later. Bye!